Okay. Yeah, I haven't been live in like a month, huh? I gotta wait for my chat monitor to fire up. See if I can use my alternate chat monitor. Oh, it took me that long to read your text. Been reading it the whole time. Just joking. I actually appreciated you sent that because it had me thinking a lot about like my outfit and some of my personality based jokes and that kind of stuff. You know what I was really thinking about in terms of like joke topics? I'm getting to the point where I can write my jokes based on um, pretty much any topic. And, you pick a topic, I'll write jokes on it. So I'm like, what topics should I write jokes about? Now, let's say that you're doing something and you're out in public. Like, let's say that you're at the grocery store or something and you hear people talking and you'll hear them talking about this or that or whatever, and it's not that interesting. But then if they all of a sudden start talking about politics, you're like, and you'll put your phone down and listen. Or like, and I don't necessarily need to be another political comedian, but that's an example of a topic that people just bing and they listen to. So I'm trying to come up with topics like that. What are topics that people will listen to? Topics that affect them, like the self-checkout. If I talk about self-checkouts, people listen. I could talk about driverless cars. Could talk about prescription medicines. I need to stick to my joke writing style, though. I have kind of an escapist, cheesy escapist style. People that come to me, they're not necessarily trying to learn so much as they're trying to laugh. um, the outfit, that's definitely something. Fashion, that's a thing. Dating, that's always been a pretty good topic for me. Food, people relate to food. Gotta be careful though, your audience will get hungry and go get a snack. Oh, I've always been pretty good at, or done pretty well at taking my little jokes and running them into a story. Like instead of just being like, all right, I got some Sasquatch jokes for you, I could make it a story and be like, so I ran into Sasquatch the other day. I ran into Bigfoot the other day, and we started having a chat. Don't you want to know? You want to know how the story went, right? You're interested. You're like, what? Tell tell me more about this Bigfoot. And what was afoot with your adventure with Bigfoot? And does he prefer Bigfoot or does he prefer Sasquatch? And is he Canadian? Maybe he's from Saskatchewan. Sas, Saskatchewan, Sasquatch, Sasquatch, can. All right, I'm gonna get another drink. Sas, Sasquatch, Sask, Sasquatchatoon. All right, I'll be right back. Give me like 3 minutes. Bigfoot, my favorite unipedal cryptid. Oh, so he's a currency now. Actually, that makes me wonder. Is there such a thing as a Bigfoot coin? Several different cryptocurrencies and tokens share the Bigfoot name. Well, alright then. Well, that makes sense. Unipedal cryptid. Yeah, he is a big fan of the unicycle. He's too big for bicycles. You know, if he had 2 legs, they'd call him Big Feet. I wonder. Maybe he has 2 feet, but only one of them's big. He just has one big foot. And the other foot's, you know. Well, he's talented. That's why he lives in seclusion. Not really seclusion. He lives in reclusion. More of a recluse. Alright. See, where were we? I think I've maxed out all of the followers except for Marie Curie. I think it's time to go to Far Harbor. Which makes me think of Bar Harbor. And the movie The Mist. I think it was geared after the movie The Mist. But Bar Harbor Blueberry Ale. The only fruit ale I like next to a lambic. Lambics. Might as well just have some juice. Most people think that Bigfoot's favorite sport is football, but it's actually Sasquatch. What do you call Bigfoot's sister? Sisquatch. What do you call Bigfoot on a bad hair day? Sassy Squatch. What do you call a hippie Bigfoot? Grass Squatch. What's the name of Bigfoot's donkey? Ass Squatch. I think there's a couple more.
Looks like it's looking up.
You should get an umbrella. I don't want to catch a cold.
Which Bigfoot? Which Bigfoot is the symbol of sports? Masquatch. That one's so unrefined. Which Bigfoot is the symbol of a sports team? Masquatch. Yeah, I like that one. It's got legs or feet. Either way. Squatch. That's a stretch, but we could fit it in there. I like that one. Meow Squatch. What do you call Bigfoot's kitty? Cat Squatch. What do you call Bigfoot's gun? Cat Squatch. I think we're just kind of running off a cliff with this one. Probably wouldn't be running off a cliff if we had big feet. Really?
I believe a sniper has found us. That is the right word, yes?
What is your clothes, Kiri?
We appear to be under fire.
Didn't you? I thought she was wearing a dress.
The enemy has been spotted.
Get some!
Move and cover vital signs. Visual contact broken. Oh, there you are.
For crying out loud, how am I this stuff? I'm considering taking this seriously. I was like, let's just shoot a couple of them, but now I'm like,
Get some!
Enemy unknown.
alright then. Can't hear me over the game. Probably lived where sightings of them happened. Oh, my cat is pestering me. Okay, so she wants to write some jokes. Alright, yeah, there's a little bit to be said about cat-related jokes. Let's see if we can crank up the... Let's pump up the volume. Pump up the jam. Let's go up to about 20. Okay. Is that any... I don't know if that's any louder. I think it's still about the same, isn't it? Hello? Is that any better? I don't want to get a lot of breathing. I also keep my microphone away from my mouth because I eat and then I get stuff on it. I also don't want to just turn down the game because then you have to turn up your phone volume.
Lock and load!
I may have the enemy detected. So violent.
It's all my grenades.
Seriously, fuck! You know that?
That didn't work. That's what I say during lovemaking.
Again, I have survived the hostilities.
Whoop, that guy's taken care of. That worked out. Alright. We were in the middle of something. Not more of them. Raiders, gunners. Raiders using guns. Gunners using raids.
Looking for the shooter. What was lost is found. Someone is nearby. Hostilities continue. Later, I will review these logs for relevant data. Evasive maneuvers. Engaging evasive maneuvers.
Fireworks. Well, that didn't work out. My cracker exploded. I mean, it's in like 8 different pieces right now.
You are so
10.
very,
Trying to
very
recover it.
distracting.
Sheesh.
You know this, yes?
Oh?
You're pretty distracting yourself.
I had a point, a reason. Oh, yes. My control of feelings is worse than before. And you are no help. With your teasing of poor little Curie. But it is not just you. Sometimes a simple compliment, nice hair, and I am flustered, confused. Other times, people suggest the strangest and most lurid things, and I am even more confused. Why do people do this?
Because you're so cute when you're confused.
You are not making any of this easier, you. Oh, I must get a handle on this if I am ever to advance my experiments.
I guess she likes shooting bad guys? We gotta find her out.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Some armor.
Attacking.
Oh. My thing got stuck on the keyboard.
Admiral science. Messieurs, enemies have been dispatched.
Hello?
Hi.
I believe we're supposed to file a police report, yes? And all the little things going badly
Well, what would you use, a wood file or a crosscut file? Probably a rat tail file, since it's a police report. Okay, we're gonna go get rid of this armor and then go to Bar Harbor. Alright then.
Returning fire.
That didn't work. Being hit generates stealth field. Well, that's interesting. Think we should give this to her?
Hey,
May I be of assistance?
Well, I've used a lot of rockets and grenades. I had 100 of each.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
I just need to trade gear with you.
That's not what I wanted.
Something, General?
I want to trade a few things.
What is the
Howdy.
store closed? Is it after hours?
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Hey, General.
Rise and shine, love.
Well, alright then. That wasn't awkward at all.
Ow. I think I might have pulled a muscle or something.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Castle Armory is at your service, General. What do you need?
There we go.
Let me see what you've got.
Sure thing, General.
9 a.m. here at
Gotta load up before we head out.
All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
got this in my recommendation, and I see Fallout. Click, and I laugh my ass off. Well, that's part of the jokes, man. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, I have got myself some cheese and crackers. That should be a descriptor for the evening. It's like, how are you doing? Good, bad, inconsequential? Well, I am doing cheese and crackers. Oh, that is important. I didn't think about that one. Okay. See, Fallout 4, Meyer Alert cheese, man. Actually, I don't know about that. That'd be more like crab dip. Yeah, I should be eating crab salad. I could call it Meyer Alert salad. This is cheddar cheese spread. And I like a good spread, you know, when I'm in the mood. But when I see something where it's like cheddar cheese, when it's like cheese and then it has an extra descriptor, I'm like, oh, that's not actual cheese. But here's the thing. If you get one of those packages of crackers with cheese in the middle, that's what it tastes like. But this isn't as like grainy and gritty and dry. This has more of an actual cheesiness to it. Plus, I can just spoon it out. Oh, yeah, now we're talking about some real love there. Matzah or cheddar. I don't do the sticky stuff. I know, right? It's like, there's so many cheeses. I even tried to read the Wikipedia on cheese to find out how many different types. It's not possible. And then you got American cheese, which is technically not cheese, but also technically is cheese, according to whose technicallese you're talking about. Needs to be sharp cheddar. Oh man, he said Havarti. That's my weird cheese. It's like, I usually don't go outside the realm of cheddar, but I was feeling explorative, and I was like, well, I've had Swiss, I've had mozzarella, I've had Colby Jack, which is like when you're on a break from cheddar, but you still need to get some cheese in there. And I had that Havarti, and I'm like, oh, that's so creamy. It's been a while since I've bought it, but you gotta have a hearty for some Havarti. And if I have some Havarti, it's usually a pretty hearty helping of Havarti. Spread isn't cheese. I know, but I will spread myself for some cheese. If it has an extra descriptor, it's not actually cheese. I know, right? So I mean, I'm not eating cheese, but it is delicious, and I'm eating it. Not real cheese. Still fuck it up though. But it's not real cheese. What even is cheese? It's what's in my bank account. If I had a bank account. Grilled Havarti. Munster. Have not had Munster. But I suppose if Bigfoot had a cheese and it wasn't toe jam, it would probably be Munster. Oh. What type of cheese does Bigfoot like? Munster. We gotta put that one in there. That one's gotta be part of it. Jay, you missed all the Bigfoot jokes. I'll tell you, I'll try my new one out on you though. Cause Colette's always telling me I need to tell my Bigfoot jokes more often. I'm like, they're so old.
Ah, the airport.
And they're kind of out of my joke style anymore. Oh shoot, we're supposed to be going to Diamond City. I do like my Bigfoot jokes though, because I mean, I can tell all my political jokes, and I try to slice my political jokes down the middle. I mean, things are getting so political these days. The last time the bartender put ice in my drink, the tequila jumped out. And so I try to stay away from politics, you know, like the other day people are on the internet and they're like talking about the weather, you know, and it was kind of cold out at night and they're like, watch out for black ice, and then other people are like, all ice matters. And really it's the blue ice you got to watch out for, because that's the ice that's undercover. So drive safe and watch where you step and keep one in the chamber. But I try to be more friendly with my jokes, and so I'm trying to figure out a way to fold the Bigfoot jokes in to my stories. And so I told Colette, she's telling me I need to get an outfit. I should have some big shoes on, you know. You can find me on OnlyFans at Big Feet. And I'm like, alright, if I'm going to tell my Bigfoot jokes, I got to put them in a story. Like the other day I ran into Bigfoot. And we started talking about sports. And I was like, a lot of people think that Bigfoot's favorite sport is football. But it's actually Sasquatch. No, Sasquatch. And I was like, what kind of vegetables does Bigfoot grow? Sasquatch. And what do you call a hippie Bigfoot? Grass squatch. And what do you call a Bigfoot who represents a sports team? Masquatch. Okay, alright. Come on. That one was funny. Anyways. Now we gotta put some cheese in there. What's Bigfoot's favorite cheese? Munster. I think we got one there. See you next time. Ran him off with the Bigfoot jokes. It's only a matter of time. Where I've been the past 2 weeks, you'd think I'm trolling. Where have you been? Brand name cheese. Munster. That's one of them brand name cheeses. Well, what do you think I'm getting here, Sargento? I gotta get that great value cheese.
Yeah.
Which is cheesy in itself, because we all know that it's not that great of a value.
You heard about that settlement? Covenant? Nice. Real clean.
I mean, where's the great value going? Is it Walmart getting the value out of that? Like, the purchase is the great value. What's up?
The only thing I'm ready for is danger and awesome. Pew, pew, pew.
I'm afraid hard-earned caps is all we've got to offer, honey. Anyway, the client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
Was it a 3-mile long worried look?
So, is the fedora and trench coat mandatory when solving these cases? Because I'm thinking smoking pipe and British accent.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, Gumshoe. The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
Delayed reaction. Ah, thanks, Neons. Oh yeah, the chef's hat. It's a +1 luck. Why would you not wear the chef's hat? I think it's +1 luck. Yeah, luck +1. I mean, that's 10% extra luckiness. Psychedelic facility. Ooh. Were you there to test it as a what do you call the person who tests things out? A tester? A testarosa? She is waiting by the bed for a reason.
Be careful when you head over to the Nakano residence. That whole area is pretty isolated.
You got it.
Excuse me.
I wonder what the story is between Mr. Nakano and Nick.
Yeah, I kind of wonder that too. I'm trying to get her to 100% affinity. But I kind of want to take Nick along. Yeah, that's not her thing.
Hey.
What do you want?
Hey. That's so nice. So cordial. There we go. Yeah, we're over 750.
Mr. Nakano seemed like a good sort, trying to make the best of things in a tough world. Remind you of anyone?
Me. Ha. Politics, am I right? Victim. Ah, yeah. Were you sent there as a I'll think of the word. A taste tester. But that's not it. Did they give you any good pill, like those government grade pills? Man. I think we're just gonna switch to Nick anyways. I don't want to miss any valuable content. Ball launcher. That should be my OnlyFans.
What's going on?
Whoa. He's having a good... I think he was a psychedelics tester.
Plenty of folks want to make life hard for people just trying to survive, but not willing to stand for that kind of shit.
Can never find the person I'm looking for. Always gotta ring the bell.
I wonder how long my systems will endure these rugged conditions.
Oh, Ada is the only other one I haven't gotten to 100%.
For us, the Commonwealth provides.
There he is. You're... That thing caught me.
We should head over to the Nakano residence when we can.
Time to hit the road?
Yep.
You interested in traveling together?
With you? I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Aww.
Let's head out.
Well,
Let's
all
hug.
right.
OnlyFans at 12. Is that a Bigfoot? Man. A psychiatric facility. Was it like a day trip? I mean, I'd be day tripping. Whoa. I hope it was voluntary. I don't think I'd volunteer for that, though. Government pills. The only pills that come with a needle. I mean, are they really still trying to give out pills and needles and stuff? These days, I figured government psychiatric control would come with like a ray. Like some kind of a radio wave or laser or something like that. They're friendly?
Hold it right there. You want through, you gotta pay. 100 caps.
Not walking through, though.
And if I don't?
Then you die. Any more questions?
Not a chance.
It's your funeral. This is gonna out there.
Well, I took care of them.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Yeah, what are you hauling, Nick? I forgot what I gave him.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do. Looking for something?
Alright then. We're switching to the shroudware. I don't think there's any extra Silver Shroud content out here, though. Ooh, ghostly. Where's it gonna float to? Involuntary. Fed me? Oh, they fed you. Wow. Did they clothe you too? Trazodone. Vistaril. Ativan. Valium. Zyprexa. Tried to give me stimulants and antipsychotics too, but I stood my ground. Wow. What are we doing, Jack? No, we're just doing Jack. Well, we've polished off some cheese and crackers. Now we're about to start Bar Harbor. What are you doing? Commenting on a YouTube channel. That makes sense. That is a great thing to do. I do it myself sometimes. We are pretty much just kind of tooling around. I got Nick. I got every follower at 100% except for Curie and... Well, I guess I shouldn't say every... I've got everyone I have, because I don't have X86 yet. I don't have Dance yet.
You good to keep going? I don't sleep or eat or anything like that. But if you need to, you do it.
Well, I just had some crackers, Nick, but thanks. I don't have Dance yet. I'm not much of a dancer. Although I have been known...
Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji, please. You've been at this for hours. Stop. You need sleep.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her. They could be raiders, or gunners, or God knows what else.
Aren't they both synths? Or no, he's a synth and she's not. I don't remember.
I hope you don't mind. We let ourselves in.
Nick, thank God. You need to get to work right away. She could be hurt. She could be...
Whoa, slow down. Kenji, was it? Why did you go over the details with me and my partner here?
You have to get to work right away, Detective.
Chat is open to talk, to comment. Yeah, pretty much. We're trying to write some jokes, I guess. Let's see.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Nick didn't tell you? Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. We were double-crossed by the client once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip.
Right. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. Sorry things ended sour.
We got out. That's all that mattered. And now you can return the favor by finding my daughter.
Yeah, that's me. Lowly partner. I don't even get real business cards.
Right. Getting back to my daughter. It all started with this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No. She would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
So he's a synth, and he was made a synth to help, like, lure us into helping the Institute find Dima, right? Do I have that right? I don't remember. How's your night going, Jack? Good to see you. Hope it's going good. I think we wrote all the jokes already. Because I'm getting tired.
Hello?
We'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Don't worry, Kenji. We'll get to the bottom of this. Just sit tight.
I wonder why Nick's voice is different with this DLC. Did the original actor want too much money?
Looks like this is Kasumi's room. Let's see if she left any clues about where she went.
Project log? Radio. Correction. Working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common.
No accountant for taste.
Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy.
What am I looking for? What are you guys looking for? Bugs on the ceiling?
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
Oversharing? No, you're not oversharing. I'm here to chat. I make jokes and stuff, Neons, but I am here to chat. That sounds like a cocktail. I remember this TED talk about how medicine is an industry and it can be infiltrated like by foreign governments because they can sell different drugs in America and promote them and then try and get them prescribed, you know, to have an effect on the citizenry. And it's medical warfare. And it doesn't even really have full research because they're like, well, this part of your brain is doing this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a chemical to affect it. But the only way to do that is to put the chemical in your digestive system. It gets into your blood and it just like it's pouring a drink over your whole brain. And so there's side effects. Made me go blind for about 20 to 30 minutes. Abilify. They should call it disabilify. Sorry that happened to you. I am glad you survived. Yeah. But did Neons really survive though, Colette? Maybe Neons is a synth now. Maybe we all are.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
You look so skinny. Ah. Yeah, I'm skinnier than a skeleton. Because skeletons don't have any skin. Thanks for help with that one, Jack. See, there's more jokes. I feel like a synth in a way. I feel like a skinth. Oh, man. Skinny. Yeah, most of it was that building. That fucking building.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away. He was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
Tell me more about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot. He was the only one that... She started staying in her...
Nothing else right now.
It was that building. That's what it did. It was just... It was an 1899 building, brick building, and I parged it, and then I did a light parge with an acid wash, just to fill in all the spalling and stuff, and I did this whole building myself. And I was like, okay, I can do it, and it took so much longer than I expected. Because I was like, sure, because if I was just doing like some new bricks or some cement blocks, it wouldn't have been nothing. But these bricks were like rolls of paper towels, and they soaked up that mortar. They just soaked it up and dried it out as fast as I could put it on. And so I was just like scrubbing it on and scrubbing it off, waxing on and waxing off. I didn't even have time to wax off. I was so busy. I didn't even have the energy.
Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
I always have the energy to wax off, by the way. Just throwing that out there. You can find more on my OnlyFans at, what would it be? Cobra Kai. I don't know. There's got to be a better joke there. Right? Not really. You could tell from my live stream.
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife says she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers.
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Ray. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her. Got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy.
Oh, there's actually a long story behind that setup. Originally it wasn't about playing games.
Anything more you can tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Alright, he needs some Ativan. Or something like that. Maybe he needs some Scooby Van. That's why he called us. Oh, yeah, so, let's see, what was it originally? Originally, this YouTube channel was... I think it was for the disc golf game. A friend of mine and I made a disc golf game for Kickstarter. And it didn't really take off. It was like a device to help with disc golf. And it didn't really take off, so then I started my I was using my main channel, my gemstone channel, as a platform for the bandage opener, I think. Something like that.
As long as you're carrying it.
Anyways, I was live streaming on the Gem channel, and there was a lot of trolls back in 2018. And so I wound up making this as a chatbot channel. Because I had the Streamlabs chatbot, but then I had... What, isn't it Streamlabs chatbot? I mean Streamlabs, but then, no, this is the OSB chatbot. And so I needed a channel for it. And so I hooked this one up, and this was my chatbot channel. And then I was like, you know what, let's go live and play a video game and not put any effort into it. They are not synths. The daughter joined the synths. Can't remember also the full story behind that. Yeah, I was trying to remember how that goes. That was my theory. But those people aren't synths, are they? And I think you're right. The daughter's not a synth, but she thinks she is. We're gonna find out, probably not tonight, but eventually. Dear Kasumi, the non-synth Kasumi, if you ever get locked out of the safe, the answer's in the boathouse. Picture where the key is. Love, Granddad. Well, it's probably on a keychain. Where would the key be? In the boat? It's in the boat, isn't it? No? Where is the key?
Let's take a look around.
Thought it was up high. I was like, oh sure, it's up high. Where is the key for the safe? Not that I need it. It's out here. Right? No? Man, I used to know the answer to that. Expensive ships are? Well, they say BOAT is an acronym for bust out another 1,000. Mountain Dew? A big gulp. Lots of caffeine. For you to solve the whole story about... Well, yeah, we could keep going all night if I have enough of that. Oh, man. Good old Mountain Dew. And the corn syrup, the sugar. That's fuel right there. That's where I get my calories from. I don't even need the cheese spread. I mean, I've got enough cheese in my jokes, right? But where is that key? Oh, he's gonna make a motorboat. Huh. Dagnabbit, I know that key is around there somewhere. Picture where the key is. It's behind a picture, right? That's what it's gotta be. There's a picture and the key is behind it. That's what it's gotta be. there anything in here? Yep.
Project log. Kitchen mixer. The circuits are still good, but all the mechanical parts are rusted through. Maybe I can...
All right, everyone. I'll be back in a few days. Was there anything else we needed from the city?
Wait, you're going now? No! Wait, Dad, I could come with you.
It is better if I go alone, Kasumi. Do not worry. I have your list.
You don't know what half that list is, Dad. I can help you. Really, I'll be...
I said no. I'm sorry. You're safe here, okay? Just stay put for me.
Okay.
I know you're disappointed, but I won't be long. I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Building a collection or something?
Okay, what about the one under the bed? This was the one that vibrates.
Project log, dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me.
Let's keep
God,
looking.
I
Need to figure
hope
out
I don't
what
have
the
it again
story
tonight.
was. Why she left.
Oh, there it is. There's their picture. Found a hidden key in the frame. Okay.
Now, let's
Well,
see what's in that safe.
I was looking for the actual key.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synths. Synthetic people. Made by the Institute. They are trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go to meet these synths. I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
So the daughter takes off by boat. But more importantly, there's a colony of synths up near this Far Harbor. We need a way to get there. Let's go talk to Kenji. He knows the waters better than anyone.
47 billion years later. I think I grew a beard looking for that key. I grew a glorious beard. Took me so long.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I found a key.
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter is human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. she thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
Oh?
Are you sure she's human, Mrs. Nakano?
Yes, I know my daughter, and she hasn't changed. She's not some replacement.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. Did you find where Kasumi went, Detective?
Bar Harbor?
I think Kasumi took off somewhere up north. Do you know what's up there?
Where specifically? I've been up the coast, almost to where the waters start to freeze, but that's a lot of miles.
Under the influence. I hope it's not the influence of a lot of FBI brand drugs. Neons can help you with that one. Get a hole on Craigslist for $1,000. Engines, 20,000. Somehow attach a sail instead. Well, okay, sailboats have a lot going on. And the thing about boating, you gotta check every foot of rope. Because it's not like a lawn engine. Or a lawn tractor. Like the engine in a lawn tractor. It's not like, if you're mowing and you break down, you're in the yard. If you're driving on the road and you break down, you're along a roadway. But if you're out in the middle of water and you break down, you gotta have some kind of a backup, otherwise you're stuck. Up late, 6 in the morning, on my 3rd beer. Feel like a cheap date. It depends on the beer. Is it a Bar Harbor? That's why I keep saying bar. It's a beer. It's a place, but
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor.
She went to get a Bar Harbor Blueberry Ale. It's a beautiful dessert beer. I had to pause the game just to recommend it.
Went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. You have to go after her. Please, take my other ship on the dock outside. My father's design. It has a guidance system, and it is built for distance.
A sail? A sail would probably be more than an engine. I can't imagine an engine costing 20 grand. I guess it depends on how big of a ship you want.
A magic boat ride? Will there be sea monsters?
While I know the seas aren't exactly safe, I am confident that boat can get you there unharmed. At least I hope. I know you haven't asked for payment, and we can't offer much, but here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
I know my partner here can be a little glib, but we won't rest until we get to the bottom of this. You two have my word.
Engines are way more expensive. Way expensive. Well, I mean they are, but here's the question, like, if you have the transom, and I'm not talking about a disease or anything, I'm talking about the part that goes to the propeller. You could probably find a way to bolt up just about any engine. So then what you do is you go get yourself a used car and pull the engine out of that. Makes me think about like car stereos. Well, I guess you can't just use any old engine though, because you're gonna have one that can withstand all the salty water. Yeah, you're gonna have to have marine grade parts. Like with stereo systems, like home stereos are expensive. Car stereos are cheap. If you get a car audio amplifier and then get a computer power supply, which turns your plug-in outlet 120 AC into 12 volts, or even you could use the 12 and the 3 volt line and get 15. Then you can get a lot of audio power for cheap. You're talking a couple $100 instead of a couple thousand. But I suppose if you're trying to do something in the marine area, you're gonna need stainless steel bolts. Now you can't use stainless steel because stainless steel bolts, the thing about stainless steel fasteners is that they round out and strip and they bust. So you're gonna have to have galvanized, or you'll have to coat the engine with a conformal coating that can withstand the hundreds of degrees that an engine needs to be able to run at. Or you're gonna have to put the engine inside of a bay that's sealed from any water damage. Otherwise, you know, you're only gonna have a few years of operation instead of a couple decades.
Fine, Kasumi. Please.
All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Nakano.
My father's boat can guide itself, and it is strong enough to make the trip.
Okay. It's a Waymo boat. Alright, see you, kitty cat. You want a good scratchings? I'll bring you back some fish treats. Here goes. I mean, what are you trying to do with the boat? Are you trying to live on it? Or are you trying to stroll around? You can get an outboard motor for like, you know, $1,500. Like, how big of a boat do you want? Are you going on the ocean? What kind of weather do you need to withstand? If you're just going on a lake, you can build a raft. Three beers. What kind of beers? Oh, the good old Budweiser. Ah, that'll get it done. I was drinking these transfusions, and I was like, hold on a minute. Are we shifting gears? Turns out a transfusion is ginger ale and vodka. It's actually pretty good. It's kind of a sugar bomb, but I don't feel too bad the next day. Makes me feel like a, well, not a cheap date. I guess I'd probably feel more like an OnlyFans date. That's kind of a pricey date.
Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
Looking for a lady.
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
At least we know she made it this far.
Well, that helps.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Be careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off. If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time.
The Mist. That was a Stephen King novel turned into a Steven Spielberg movie.
Something's out there.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill.
The hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone.
The gate. Open the gate. I've got wounded out here.
Mariner, there's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Helpers!
Oh, God! Defend yourselves!
Ready on! Fire it, Will!
Who?
That was nuts! Hunters! Look out!
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming. We're clear.
All right. Well done, all. Open the gate.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
I don't know. I actually don't know. What is the Creation Club, Jack? I think it came for free. Because originally I purchased the whole kit and caboodle. Before the DLC came out, I bought the whole thing. It was like 60 bucks. And I got the game, and then I played the game, and then they released the Mechanist and Nuka World, and then later they released the Far Harbor part. And I haven't played this game in like 8 whole years, and I come back and they got this grenade launcher thing. And I'm like, hot diggity, my favorite gun.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
I'll blow smoke up your sails if it's free of charge.
You've kept the walls together this long. Why do you need special tools now?
I want to build the hull up proper. Make it strong. And keep those blasted crabs out. They're good.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
App Store purchase, in-stream store purchase for the Creation Club. Buy separate items. I made no purchases whatsoever. Yet I have that and the Tesla Beatnik overpowered prototype, which is weird because I actually like it in this game. I didn't like it in New Vegas. It didn't do anything for me. But I use it for bugs in this game. When there's a swarm of bugs, I use the Beatnik prototype. And it's my favorite so far.
Avery.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
Cash money.
What's the fog?
Where to begin? The fog's radioactive, right? But there are pockets of it, the deep fog, that are hard fallout. And as deadly as that is, that's only part of the problem. Things live in the fog, thrive. You think what attacked the harbor's bad? Oh, there's far worse further inland.
If you managed to survive despite all that, it must be tough.
Ornery, more like. I'm
done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Atom would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law. Just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What's old Longfellow's story?
He's the best hunter on the island. Fearless. Some say crazy. If someone needs to get to Acadia, he's the only one that'll do it. But people around here are known for being stubborn, willful, and other, less flattering things. But Longfellow's got a reputation even among us.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs. I'm all in stock.
The rocket launcher? And this guy? Miss Longy. The rocket launcher. Just a standard targeting rocket launcher. What else do I got? The penetrator. Should call it that. The Telsa Beatnik. Oh yeah, I got the Overwatcher, Overseer's Guardian. That's what it is. Overseer's Guardian, the OG double pap. I didn't purchase. So is there a different rocket launcher? Like the Creation Club, does it have more rockety of a launcher? I don't know.
You ain't armed.
These are my favorite weapons along
Buy
here.
my guns now.
But then I've also got my main weapons.
You need it? The bait shop's got it.
Alright, how many 40 mils do you got?
Alan. Huh. The mainlander. Great. Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
Got anything to sell?
Hey, buddy. I was just trying to help.
Charity makes you weak. Makes you need it more and more. Until you're starving from the lack of it. What happens next time when you ain't here, huh? Or the next? Either us harbormen survive on our own terms, or we take the long walk together.
It's
So
just
if you're
one
here
of
to
you.
buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here. Before the children of Adam or worse get you.
I'll take a look.
Don't try anything.
Ooh, 12 of them. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. I got a lot of bullets. I should trade in the 38s, but I've been collecting them the whole game. 11,000. 2 on... 2... 1 on chest, on... 1 on finger. Ah. Tattoo on the finger. Finger 2.
Guns, guns, and more guns.
Wouldn't that count as a tat 1? Ooh, boiled crab.
Fresh shipment. All your medical and food needs.
Good night, Neons. Hope you got a good net. Them Z's are wily. Long time no see, Rasgar. How's it going? Good to see y'all. Thanks for coming by.
Drown your worries in cheap booze.
Hopefully I'll be able to go live a little more often during this this little Bar Harbor playthrough.
Conversation here.
Bingo.
Unlock points of interest across the island.
Battles
Shut
are
your
won with
mouths,
fists.
open your damn
Wars
ears. So the fogs are coming for us all, and I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house!
Yeah!
Woo! Time to party!
Here's some Mitch!
Mitch!
What's up, Dirty Mitch?
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya! Ha ha!
Thanks, you Dirty Mitch.
Thanks for the free drink.
Look at you with all your mainland niceties. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
What's so special about the fog on the island?
Can you feel it? Even here, as safe as anyone can be on this damned island. It's alive. You walk inland and it'll blanket you up in no time. If the clickety-click of the Geiger don't get you, the madness will. The island will claim us all in the end.
The fog can drive you crazy?
Yes, it's not natural. The trappers you find inland, some were always murderous louts. But many just got lost in the fog for too long. And the mind goes. If you have any sense, return where you came from. And don't look back.
If it's so dangerous, why do you stay?
This is our home. If you call yourself a proper man or woman, You don't give up on that. Besides, we all gotta die. Might as well do it with your long knife deep in the belly of the beast that wronged you. Ha!
Let's see what you have on tap.
Let's get you liquored up then. Ha!
If you need a room, see Mitch.
Couple more beers and you might need a room.
Excuse me.
What's your order, sweetie?
What do you have to drink?
All sorts of old world booze. We carry Vim, too. And before you ask, Vim is an Islander favorite. But it may pack more punch than the stuff you're used to.
Let's see what you have.
You got my attention.
Ooh, I got her attention. Hot diggity.
Life's too bloody short to be sober.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
The runaway's name is Kasumi. You, know about her?
Sounds like Captain Avery's been running her mouth again. She should know better than to stick her nose where it's not wanted. Maybe I heard of her, maybe not.
Yeah. I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
If that's the way you choose to live, that's your affair.
Look, if that girl's in some kind of trouble, time could be running out. We need your help.
Christ almighty. You've seen better days, haven't you? Can't imagine living with a face like that. Suppose I'll have to help you out of pity. I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Should I make any other preparations?
Ammo, stim packs, maybe a rocket or 3. Worse than Mirelurks out there.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me.
I think that's my new OnlyFans name. You can find me on OnlyFans at Longfellow. Way better than finding me on OnlyFans at Gage. Speaking of tattoos. This is the exciting part of the game.
Acadia is above the fog line. On the
Big
mountain.
Longfoot.
It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this for a roll. Face foul.
Children of Adam are trying to kill us
It'll
all.
help.
Drive us into the ocean.
I should call myself
Old mountain trail.
Waxed Bigfoot.
The fog ain't like nothing.
You're hounding for a green suntan. I suggest we get a move
Think
on.
a dose of Radaway is all you need.
Hairless Bigfoot.
Tracks. Fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live. There's someone or something else here.
Darn it. I think this mouse is kind of sticky. I clicked 3 clicks to the side and didn't move.
looks clear.
Rolling pin, man. So one time, I had this playthrough like 8 years ago. And I got the never-ending 308. I never had to reload it. It's the best gun ever, and I haven't seen any never-ending guns since. Actually, that's what I should be working on, is getting all the special guns, huh? Because I don't have any of the... Like, I've got legendary guns, but I don't...
You're not half bad in a scrap.
I don't have
Figured
any
I'd
of the
have to
special
take care
ones.
of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harborman out of you. See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around. Does something in your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now... There's someone or something else here. Found you! Well then, what's next?
Arcadia. I thought we made that clear.
Here's the mountain trail. We stick to this and we'll make it to Arcadia. Game trails crisscross the road, so don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with. What was that? Look sharp! See what's left. You like them puppies? You grow everything extra mean on the island. Still got a ways to go. They usually stick to the deep fog. Best we steer clear, but you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than your knee, whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before. We ain't alone here. You're dead! It's time for a drink. Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around.
That's one way to get that coolant pumping.
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad-worshipping lunatic, that's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those, too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
Worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with entrance into our family.
Suppose I got nothing better to do.
Adam usually prefers those with a bit more fervor. But nonetheless, if you wish to test his favor, seek the nucleus.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on.
Your guy get down to doing cartwheels too?
No fog. Acadia's not too far now. And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Ah. Alright. Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right. But I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do.
Alright then. Come on, Nick, let's unlock your extra dialogue. We made it.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain, above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as...
Oh. Well, in that case, I want a Nuka Cola, some stim packs, Kasumi Nakano returned to her family, and a pony.
I see. I'm afraid some of those things I'm not in a position to give. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth? We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
I know this joke. Two androids walk into a bar.
I'm afraid the punchline isn't going to be very funny. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room up there" argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question. And the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
No, but if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I'm not gonna tell my life story to someone I barely know. Let's hear your answer first.
I was in a laboratory. In the Institute. They were pulling pieces of my head out. Something about wanting to test some neural process. That was every day for months. Strapped down. Operated on. And then I was out. The Institute has fail-safes to strip memories that could identify where they are, how to find them. But I do remember being quite content. I was free. That is my earliest memory. Now, yours?
You're treading on very personal territory. Back off.
Okay. You're not ready to have this conversation. Whatever you believe, we will accept you for who you are. Synth or human.
I've heard enough. Where's Kasumi Nakano?
Of course. Kasumi is usually working down below. You can see her whenever you like. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. Did you need anything else before you go?
I'm part of a group that helps synths. The Railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is. The risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are? Avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
Are you saying you don't want the Railroad's help?
It's not about that. It's about how you've let fear blind your cause.
Ideals aren't gonna protect escaped synths. We do what we have to.
I know that's what you think. I just... No, I shouldn't judge. I'm over here, far from the Commonwealth, in relative safety. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
So everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
In the basement, right? That guy was totally putting me to sleep. But I think...
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here.
At least like to find her.
Ugh, circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me? Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Do you have any proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
Surprised they don't have an X-ray.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Sister, there's a lot of things on this island more important than you.
If you could just hold the jokes for a second.
That wasn't very
nice. You saw
nice.
all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them. And, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
Well, alright then. I think we'll find some answers on the next stream. because I am going to get myself some sleep. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it. It's good to see y'all.